Uh, it's good to be in the win column. Coming off of a bye week, it's good to see our kids lock in and focus. I thought their level of preparation gave them a chance to win, and we had to go out here and execute. And to be honest now, you don't win games like that with 4 turnovers. I mean, you have to damn near play perfect to overcome what we had to overcome. 2 interceptions and, fumbles. It's just not clean football that way. But our kids showed a lot of resilience. I thought our defense, for the most part, against their run game, did a very solid job. That was a complicated offense that way to defend in the run game. And, we got to get better on the back end. A couple of balls hit us deep on us, late in that ball game. But I'm proud of the way our guys overcame the adversity during the course of that football game. And this is something that we absolutely need to build off of. So.
Stan, the decision late, you're up 6 with 3.5 minutes to go, right there in field goal range at the 15. You could just run it, kick a field goal. You had EJ throw, to sort of kind of put it away. What was that decision there?
Yeah, well, I looked at the, it's not like we ran the ball extremely well. That was a decision where we felt that, putting the ball in our best players' hands and make a play. So those are the things that we lean on. I mean, what did we do best as an offense? I think we threw the ball pretty well today, and sometimes we live and die with that. But for the most part, we definitely play into our strengths.
Coach, you mentioned in the past that you needed a week off that you got. When the way the game started, both sides of the ball, did that validate the fact that they were ready to go and they had the opportunity and got ready?
Well, I think the bye week did a lot of positive for us in a lot of ways. Yes, we were able to get more healthy. Some guys were able to get some of those aches and pains worked out, and quite honestly, it was a good time for us to decompress mentally, and kind of focus in on what are we doing and why we're doing it. Both as a culture, as a football program, and also systematically. We had a lot of young guys play early for us, during the course of the season, and a lot of guys are just, here, this is what you're supposed to do, go do it, not understanding the why, how they fit within the whole big picture of the scheme, So we were able to kind of hone in on that this bye week, and I think it paid off for us a little bit.
In the start, how much of a lift did that give the team that things were going well for them?
That was something that we knew as a football team going into this game, that we had to start fast. Navy, as you can see, their time of possession, the way they hold the clock and run the clock down is something serious. It's a weapon of theirs, and we talked about, if we win that toss, taking it and scoring fast, and see if we can get those guys to play a different style of offense, where they have to really force the ball down the field, which they did with some success during the course of that game in certain spots. But we wanted to really try to keep them off schedule that way, not them to get into the triple option game where they're really giving us some fits that way.
Same with the exception of EJ's interception in the first half. I mean, that was the blueprint in the first half, to beating them. You guys took a 3-score lead. I mean, is that, coming out of the bye, was that the best you could have hoped for in that first half before you got to the turnovers?
Yeah, absolutely. We knew getting EJ back was going to put us in a rhythm, and like I said, we had a really good bye week and a game week of practice that way, where our throw game got into a really good rhythm. And give credit to that offensive line. I thought they did a good job of protecting him and giving them the time, and EJ does a great job of recognizing pressure. I mean, they pressured us a lot today, and they outnumbered us in a lot of those pressures. Okay, 7-man pressure, you only got 6 people to block. So EJ had to throw the ball on time. We had to make some adjustments up front, and I think we did that at a high level today. And again, it's credit to our offensive line communicating and executing.
After Mott had the fumble, then you went out for the punt return instead of Dante. What was the thought there in putting Mott out there? Were you trying to get him some confidence, or was something wrong with Dante at that point?
Yeah, something was wrong with Dante. Okay. Dante was not available at that time.
Okay.
Coach, it seems like when your passing game's connecting on all cylinders, it seems like Jordan and DMR are just such huge factors. Can you just talk about them, big factors again today?
Well, they're always at the right spot at the right time, you know, and giving our quarterback the time as he works through a progression, you know, those are very easy targets for him to find, you know, and we expect those guys to make plays for us, and they're very well capable of doing that on a consistent basis, and it showed up today, you know, so they did their job.
And we're used to seeing Quincy on that short yardage, but he's tried to give, wide DMR now one of the options there on that push.
Well, you know, a way for us to keep personnel on the field, you know, and not those guys make a big wholesale change in their personnel grouping and go extremely big on us. I mean, it took us 2 tries to get it, you know, but, DMR is a great ball carrier, and he's a guy that we trust, and, you know, he's played a little quarterback in his past, and, you know, he received the snap, and it was something that we practiced, and I'm glad it worked for us.
Let's talk about what you saw today from Zay. Had that big reception at the end to get you guys into the red zone. Just what did you see from him? Did he have a better week in practice or something?
Well, you know, it was kind of an up and down week for Zay. Zay was, you know, trying to get back healthy all last week and the bye week. You know, he was really trying to fight to get back, and, you know, he got the green light sometime middle of the week this week, and, you know, it was good to see him back out there. I would love to see him score a touchdown. You know, I'd love to see our guys catch and run in the open field and go ahead and get that in the end zone. We at times make it tough for ourselves, but no, it was good to see him back out there. He's an integral piece to our offense.
Stan, you guys held them to 144 rushing yards. Even teams that beat Navy by a few scores, they'll get their yards. Considering how beat up your defensive line has been, and even a lot of teams stop those runs when they get to the second level. But even there were some carries today where your defensive line was stopping at that first level. What went right today for them to respond the way they did?
Eye discipline. You have to be disciplined with your eyes against Navy. And I thought our guys did a great job of doing their job, you know, and that was something that had to improve on. You know, those are the things that got us in trouble in the past, you know, and especially when you're going against a triple option offense with all the tricks and all the movement, our defense had to do a great job of being disciplined with their eyes, and I thought they did a phenomenal job of doing that. And I also like to say that our defensive line, I thought, did a great job of getting off of blocks. You know, our defensive ends did a good job of applying pressure to the quarterback. You know, those things showed up today, and I attribute the success on defense due to those things.
Speaking of discipline, you guys didn't commit a single penalty today. How big is that for you guys to win a close game?
It's huge. That's Temple not beating Temple. And, you know, we can't afford to play Temple and an opponent. You know, so that's something that we'll build on as well.
Stan, wanted to ask about Alex Odom. Noticed he wasn't wearing his single digit today. What was the reason behind that?
We had some personal things. We'll keep that in house.
Is there a chance that he might earn that back?
It's up to Odom. You know, he's got to earn it though.
Okay,
Thank you.
very good. Thanks, Coach.